What is you doing?
What?
Trapping back was fucking up your Rio?
What?
Now what is you doing? You ain't pay your rent, but you tricking off?
What?
What is you doing?
Nah.
Trap Genie ain't never seen a drop?
Trap?
The fuck is you doing?
What?
Never ever get stuck in a trap?
Never.
What is you doing?
What?
I swear this shit done got way too easy. So I started to rap.
Too easy.
Now what is you doing?
Fuck is you doing?
Now what is you doing?
I ain't doing shit, man. I might put a bag on these niggas.
I'm plugged in, ain't gotta touch the stove. On my mama, I let it blow.
Yeah.
Look at you, I watch you die
Let's
slow.
go.
Trap Genie is on the road.
Trap.
Call the plug, tell him bomb nose.
Tell 'em.
No, you ain't speaking our lingo. Long live the plug, nigga.
Plug.
The one I would've died for. Oh, that little 20 racks, nigga.
20?
We threw it all on Magic Flow.
Now what is you doing?
Ducking and dodging my POs. Like she wanna pitch test me and I'm facing 30. Ooh, this word is dirty.
Now what is you doing?
Sir. Let's work.
I'm working too hard for everything that I got.
This week's announcements and disclaimer. Let's get straight into it. Streets watching. What have we seen this week? And what should we look forward to? Monday, there was no major reports. Tuesday, wasn't nothing going for us. Today was still free smoke and the numbers was just moving. We about to talk about that more in a minute. Tonight, coming up Thursday and Friday, nothing. So all week is free. Talks about unemployment and its numbers. Those reports will just show whether the slowdown in jobs growth seen in its first 2 months have passed over into March or not. Let's look at the GDP. Right now, the U.S. economy grew by 2.4% last quarter, but that's slower than the 3.1% growth before. Economists are expecting it to slow down even more next quarter below 2%. If the economy slows, people and businesses may spend less, which can affect even the biggest tech companies. So folks, what is GDP? What does GDP mean? First, like and share this video tonight, folks. My goal is to put as many people on and break down the stock market, teaching you how to invest in yourself, starting with just one share. The GDP or gross domestic product is the total money. Write this down or screen record this. Write this down. Look, is the total money made from everything sold in the U.S. from iPhones to fast food to Teslas. As long-term investors, GDP matters because when the economy grows, businesses and consumers spend more, boosting the tech giants like the Apple, Microsoft, and Amazons. If the GDP slows down, spending tightens, which can impact even the biggest companies. Us starting to look at the GDP more than we look at Lil Woody pop the balloon versus 20 helps us see the bigger picture. Are we in a boom or a slowdown? Gold prices climb above $3,100 an ounce. Ain't nobody about to talk like me, bro. For the first time this past week, up 17% year to date, and inflation moved above the Federal Reserve's 2% long-term target in the wrong way. Like, share, and subscribe, folks. Together, we need the views up a lot before I upload and release an ebook and the classes teaching how to invest. Let's work. If you're new, I'm your host, Neal Jones, the Real Investor. I can be found on YouTube, TikTok, and Threads at Neal Jones Invest. If you want to make a lot of money using the stock market, in the stock market, join me every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. where I break down and put you on, teaching you how to invest in yourself, starting with just one share. The disclaimer tonight, let's jump into it. Use me in this show for educational and entertainment purposes only to mix into your research. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary. Take the information tonight from the show to use to further your own research before investing. All investments and trades have significant risk, so consult with a licensed professional and do your own research, folks. When the information I give is good, great, or unforgettable, remind a friend and tell another friend where you got it from, and like and subscribe while it's free, folks. This is
This is not a test.
$100,000 worth of information. Let's work. Boom. Easy. Okay, so look, that was the Streets is Watching report. And now, let's look at the money. First, let's look at the S&P 500. Since last week, or in 1 week, the S&P 500 is down 0.25%, up 9.1% in 1 year, and up 128% in the last 5 years. What is the S&P, folks? It's called the Standard & Poor's 500. It is the top 500 U.S. companies in one grocery aisle. Individual players perform day by day or game by game, right? And so year after year, some players stay, some players get dropped, and some players come on the team, right? For long-term investors, it's the top scorecard for how the market is moving and a key indicator of the economy's strength. Since January 1st to this day, the S&P 500 is up 0.75%. My account today is $97,265.70, and I had a day gain of $2,092.89. Okay, next. To see how people's emotions have triggered this reaction in the stock market, we can pull up the Fear and Greed Index. Looking at this with your wife, your girl, your husband, or family changes the dynamics of your love for each other and conversation. This helps buy time together. This helps you buy your peace. Investing makes your money a weapon and makes you no longer harmless. To start the night off, what is the Fear and Greed Index? Like and share, folks. It's a weather forecast for money. The same way CNN and Fox forecast the weather, letting us know what to expect, prepare for. The Fear and Greed is letting us know how people are feeling about the economy and the stock market. Fear is like bad weather. What do people do, folks? They stay in the house more. They scared to get wet or get caught up in something. In the stock market, when people are scared, they sell more. This makes the prices go down. Greed is the opposite. It's like a sunny day. People back outside and buying shares. This is what makes the prices go up. So look, right now, the Fear and Greed is at 17. This is extreme fear. Anything from 25 to 0 is panic territory. Let's look at the VIX. The Fear and Greed Index tells us how investors feel. Are they hyped or scared? The VIX, or the Volatility Index, shows how extreme that emotion is by measuring the market's swings. The VIX, or the Volatility Index, shows how extreme that emotion is by measuring market swings. The VIX today started and opened at 22.30 and headed down just to 21.97. That is telling us the market started the day off showing kind of tense. And by a slide down to 21.97, it's saying it had a slight calm. The highest this week, the VIX has hit 24.65 since last week. Look, think long term, folks. Don't trip, all right? Just hold tight, all right? Look. Next, let's talk about the money. Street money, wine, and weed. We will go over and you will learn tonight what is a ticker, what is a stock, what are gains and losses, what and how to spot an option. And when so many people talk about a bull or a bear market, what is wine and what is weed when we talk about our positions in the market? Let's work. Street money, wine, and weed, worldwide. First, we see a nickname for a company Wall Street calls it. This is a ticker symbol below the company name or the bold black name. This company is Vanguard. The ticker is VOO. It is an ETF that tracks the performance of the S&P 500 index. So after all the reports and news we went over tonight, in this form of a talk, wine or weed, do you think we are up in profit on our investment, or am I losing money? Weed, in the green, folks. I'm up $1,050.38 on VOO, up 7.5%. Boom, easy. So look, what is wine or in the red and what is weed or in the green? Wine or in the red means our money is losing its value, or weed or in the green means our money is making money. Next, we see a ticker next to a dollar amount that's called what, folks? Yes, a strike price. And what is it called when we see a ticker next to a strike price? An option. Boom. And what is an option, folks? It's the deal we make on a stock's future price. Easy. So first, look up the ticker to see the company if we don't know. So ask Siri or Google, what is ticker PANW and how do we read this contract out? Boom. Palo Alto Networks hitting or striking $205 by April 17, 2025. Is it wine or weed? Wine is down 97%. 15 days till expiration. So 2 weeks, then this contract must be sold. Next is NVIDIA hitting $150 by June. We have time on this. Wine or weed? Wine, down 90% today. Microsoft, this is a stock, not an option. How do we know this? What do we have or what are we missing that's different from an option? A strike price and an expiration date. Stocks can be for life. Microsoft today, wine or weed? Wine, just down 1%. Meta hitting $710 by September 19th this year. Is this wine or weed today? Wine, down 62% today. Eli Lilly, JP Morgan Chase, and BlackRock, are they in the green or in the red for us today? Are we wine or weed in our positions? Yes, in the green. Weed. ANET hitting $122.50 by September this year. Amazon hitting $150 by next year. And Google, $150 call by next year. Wine or weed today? Wine. There's a whole lot of chaos and wine in the market right now. People been panicking with them Trump tariff threats, and the signs of a bear market got people scared to be outside right now. People just selling. That's the update on Street Money, Wine, or Weed. We talked about the money tonight, and let's slide in the drill or trap for this week. Slitty. Beep. Basically, we say trap if we see fundamentally we can make money with a company, or beep if at this time and date, based on this fundamental analysis, the company is capable of printing money. Count up. We say drill in the comments if we know it's not a good investment at this time based on its fundamentals. This is how we can teach and catch good companies to invest in to know if we're supposed to be investing into a company in the first place. Drill or trap. This week is Costco Wholesale Corporation, ticker COST. Let's find our total revenue. And where can we find this info? We can use apps like Bloomberg, TradeStation, or Yahoo Finance, or use sites like GuruFocus.com. I always use YahooFinance.com. The website gives me more information for free than the app. Annual total revenue for Costco for 2021, $195,929,000,000. In 2022, $226,954,000,000. In 2023, $242,290,000,000. And in 2024, $254,453,000,000. Drill or trap. So what is total revenue? If you just tuned in, I'm your host, Neal Jones, or Neal Jones Invest, Real Investor. My goal is to put you on and break down this stock, teaching you how to invest in yourself, starting with just one share. If tonight has been good, great, or unforgettable, put yes in the comments. Let's work. What is total revenue? It's the total money earned from sales before any expenses are taken out. I'm also looking at a company's free cash flow and looking at a company to invest into. This is important. This info is important. Let's work. Look at the work. Are we on a drill and crashing out, or are we trapping? Let's make money. I'm looking at a company's free cash flow to show how much money they have after paying for its operations and other investments. This is important for dividend payments, paying down debt, and signs of a strong business. Put this on screen recorder, write this down. If the free cash flow is growing year to year, that is a good sign. Annual free cash flow for Costco in 2021, $5,370,000,000. In 2022, $3,501,000,000. For 2023, $6,745,000,000. And in 2024, $6,629,000,000. Drill or trap. I like this. Costco is cool on the block. Trap. I'm gonna give a Labor Day clearance sale price for Costco. $916.50 to $852.59. Happy Labor Day. Let's work. Free info, $100,000 worth of info. Let's work. And if you want me to break this down, if you want me to break this company down, take it to trial, all right? On YouTube, like this show tonight and share with as many people to grow a circle of folks. Well, that's all for this form of a class tonight, folks. Thank you for watching to this point. If this show was good, great, or unstoppable, let me know which one in the comments below. If you learned anything from this show, put yes in the comments. To keep the Working Wednesdays evolving and becoming bigger and better, do your part. I do mine. Share this right now with 2 people. Like and subscribe, folks. And remember, when we learn together in groups and collaborative learning, people retain the information better, solve problems more effectively, stay motivated, and develop critical thinking skills better. So what better way to do it over wine or weed? The new show on the trial, new show on the street. Look, Working Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday, and every Wednesday after that on YouTube. This is Neal Jones Invest with $100,000 of information. Boom. Easy.